Hey, it's yours truly. Hey, get ready for the haters corner, the haters corner. Good morning. Get ready for the haters corner. Good morning. Get ready for the haters corner. We talking about the haters corner going on just like this right here in the morning time. It's the haters corner, baby. So get ready for the haters corner. We're going to get it in just like this, just the haters corner. And good morning to you if you're tuning in and you're on the radio station. Be ready for the haters corner. Get ready this morning because we got some stuff to talk about, man. Got some things to talk about. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the haters corner and get it in, how to get busy this morning. Yeah. So that's what we're going to talk about, the haters corner. Y'all might well get ready. Last week we were talking about the high price ass events. That's what we talked about last week. So this week we're going to talk about a whole bunch of other stuff. So get ready for the haters corner. So if you're getting ready for the haters corner, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Shout out to Tiffany Jones. What's going on? Sheila Joyce, what's happening? Hey, what's happening? I'm glad you came in. You're inside the haters corner with yours truly, DJ Stretch. I'm just saying, get ready for the haters corner. That's all I'm saying. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. If you're on the radio station, good morning. If you are, this is the haters corner. So if you're in there, man, good morning. Good morning. How are you? I'm just saying, get ready for the haters corner. That's all I'm saying. Good morning to you. So we're on the radio station. If you're on the radio station, good morning. If you are, this is the haters corner. So if you're in there, we're on the radio station as well as on Facebook. What's going on? How are you? Let's talk about these people. How about we talk about the people today on the haters corner that my subject for today was these when you go to a step and set, Joe Davis, what's going on? Stephen Smith, what's happening? Good morning. So when you go to a step and set and you go there, some people leave the house. They leave the house fresh up. Some people don't leave the house fresh as they should. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't. And then when they get to the set, they get to dancing and sweating and everything and have sweat all over them and all that kind of stuff. We talking about funky steppers this morning. We talking about funky steppers this morning. That's what we talking about. We're talking about funky steppers. So welcome to the haters corner. Everybody that's tuning in, come on in. We're tuning in the haters corner. So we're going to keep it rolling like that. So we're going to keep it rocking. But we talking about funky steppers. It's one of the things that we talk about this morning. And that's one of them. Funky steppers, baby. Funky steppers. So I'm trying to figure out why would you go to the stepper set and why would you go to a set and sweat all your stuff out? I haven't figured that out yet. Why would you go to a set, a party, a stepper's party, and be funky? I don't understand. I don't get it. This is the haters corner. So if somebody's hating on you, or if you got a problem with people, I'm gonna tell you right now, go ahead, tune in, click in. I got you, baby. I got you. I'm gonna bring you right on in and we can talk about it. This is the haters corner. This is your opportunity for the people to speak. This is your opportunity for you to speak. The people speak. I'm gonna give you your opportunity to get your stuff out there. You can go ahead and speak if you want to. This is your opportunity right now, because some people don't get an opportunity to say what they want to say. This is your opportunity to put your information out there. So go ahead, say what you got to say. We on the haters corner. We hear you. We're listening. We hear you. Just go ahead and say what you got to say, how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and do it that way. Shouts out to Sheila Joyce. What's going on? It's the haters corner. So what is it that you would like to talk about? Now if you want to come in and mention if you've been hated on, if somebody don't like you or whatever, this, that, and the other, and you want to mention, you want to come in, you want to say something about it, say something about it. We're also going to talk about people putting their events on other folks' days. We're going to talk about that too. We're going to get into that. So, we're going to get into that. I don't understand why a person would put their event on somebody else's day. It's been happening all over the country. It's been happening for the last 2 or 3 years. I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. You know, trying to figure out what is the problem. Why would you step on somebody else's day and you know they have an event going on or a party going on? Why would you do that? It could be in the same city or it could be in a different state. You know, this party is a quote unquote what we call a national party. So why would you step on somebody else's toes in a national party? You know this. My thing is this right here. Events have been going on for the past. The ones that are still doing events, most of those events have been going on for the last 10 years, 10, 12, 13 years. And I have a problem. I like for people to be. What's up, Mercedes? How are you? I like for people to be. Samsonite, what's going on? I like for people to be. If you're doing a party, you're doing the event. Something doesn't change because it changed before COVID or whatever, this, that, and the other. But everybody knew who had something going on this month, this week, in the year. The problem is people done start doing stuff disrespectfully, and there are enough calendar days, there are enough calendar weeks that everybody can throw their stuff. You have room in your own city to throw your stuff at. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with people going to somebody else's city throwing a party. Somebody asked me about it. I got to get some info. So I'm gonna see who I can bring in because we're starting early. Actually, it is 10 o'clock. So what's this stuff about stepping on other folks' toes? What's the deal with that? What's the deal with other people? They're not appreciating what's happening. Hey, Coco, what's going on? What's the problem with that? Don't you know that if you get along with your own damn city, y'all can flourish? Don't you know that? Don't you know that there are a lot of stuff that you can do in your own city, and you decide to do somewhere else, but you can do it in your own town, your own city, your own hood? Don't you know that? I do not understand. So, this is the thing. We're talking about the funky steppers. We're also talking about, okay, I got somebody on here. What's up, Joe David? What's going on? We're talking about the funky steppers. We're also talking about, we're going to add Sheila Joyce. We're talking about the funky steppers. We're talking about stepping on other toes. Dory Payne, what's happening? And we're gonna get back to talking about the DJs. We're gonna cover some of that. So this is the Haters Corner. So I'm waiting on Sheila Joyce. I'm trying to add her in. She hadn't come in yet. So if you can't get to Facebook, then let somebody else know. If you're not on Facebook, I'm on the radio station, Hot 89.1 FM, WSLS. All you got to do is right now, if you don't have the app, just go to www.hot89.1, hot891 FM-WSLS. If you don't have that. Hey, Sheila, what's going on?
Hey, Alex, how are you? Long time no talk.
Oh, yeah, I know. So you said, I get straight to the point. So you said ever since you've been stepping, you've been hated on. So
Yeah.
What do you exactly mean that you've been hated on?
Well, what happened here in San Antonio? San Antonio was one of the last cities to really get on the map with the stepping community.
Okay.
We had Lanita Mills.
Okay.
She started. We had David Joyce come up, and he was teaching us, and so that's kind of our history. Lanita bought in the professional, to give us the right way to step. And then we kind of branched out. Well, my issue was after a while, I started helping the community by sponsoring certain folks to come in. I wasn't trying to get no glory. I wasn't trying to get no fame. All I wanted to do is to help to grow the dance for San Antonio. That's all I wanted to do. I wasn't getting paid. As a matter of fact, some of the times I was actually coming out of my pocket to bring about Ted Williams in. I almost brought you in one time, and just, you know, several things. Now, what got me being hated was a certain person who was the world's largest celebrity for so many years. They was coming to our city, and the promoter and I have always bumped heads, the queen of the chocolate bar. And I heard you earlier say, why don't we come together? I always try to come together with that person. Some people are in this for fame. They want everybody to know their name, and they want a title. I never did it for that, okay? So when Doc and what's the other stepper name was coming in to do a workshop, they wanted to charge us $50. Well, Houston, Dallas, they went everywhere, and they charged them $25. So I was wondering, well, why you want to come here and charge us $50? I mean, we're the last one to actually get on the map. And I don't have a lot of money. And I have spent my money like every other stepper. I've invested in training. And so I wanted to know why. And I don't know if you remember that text. It started a big something. That text right there, they were on that text for 2 weeks. And other people got involved in it because some people agreed with me and some people opposed to it. And so I made the statement because I felt that I had put in my time. I was initiated in the stepping community. I was well known, so I asked the question, why y'all charging us $50? So it was brought to my attention that your promoter is the one that set the price. Well, me and the promoter wasn't cool. Okay, we just never bumped, and not just me, but she bumped heads with Lanita Mills too. That's why Lanita stopped, because we don't like mess. In San Antonio, it's mellow. We don't like a lot of mess.
Let me say this. Now we can't call names.
Okay. All right.
Let the people speak, but you have to be tentatively understanding when it comes down to talking about your situation, and calling names just isn't what actually the show is all about. So therefore,
I apologize for that. I apologize for that.
You got to apologize to those folks for calling their names. You know, you have to do that.
Right.
So without saying names.
Okay.
Without saying names, your personal experience.
I'm hated because I speak my mind. I'm hated because I speak my mind. I think the stepping world is a little overrated when it comes to the money. And I do believe there are people that goes to these stepping events, spend their rent money, their bill money to be there. And I'm speaking for experience. I was almost one of them, got caught up in it and just wanted to be there for the company. And so I just kind of like, you know, when the mess started, I can't deal with drama. I love people everywhere, and I'll help anybody. You know that, Stretch. I help. You don't have to ask me. I'll help where I see help is needed. So I just kind of like, I'm still out there. Maybe one day I'll go to some events. I did pay for an event recently, paid for the top of the line hotel, VIP hotel and everything in Dallas. And at the last minute, my finances wasn't right, so I couldn't go. I had paid. So hopefully we're gonna put that on the books for next year. And my hometown is St. Louis. And Stretch, I lost my mother in August to COVID-19. And so I will be going to St. Louis when they have their event. And hopefully when I retire in another year, I'll be moving back to St. Louis. but I'm hated. I don't care. You know, nobody that hates me pays my bills or even pay for my event when I go to these events. So sometimes we're gonna be hated because we speak the truth. And I see you a lot of times. You speak the truth, and you're not gonna be liked, Stretch, because you speak the truth, and somebody disagree with you speaking the truth.
Right. Well, you know, they didn't like the master either, but that's fine.
Right. But in that situation that started, you know, to the defense of some of the trainers, I would like to say, without mentioning a name, that they did decide to cut the price. They did. They did. I'm not sure about the promoter, but the promoter was very angry with me. But the people that was doing the training, they decided to cut the price.
Okay, that's cool.
So,
That's cool. Because I think that my thing is about the prices and people. When somebody's doing something, even though the promoter has a big job as putting an event together. They got a big ass job putting an event together, and they got to do this, do that, and do this, and do
right.
that. But I also think that the promoters should listen to the people, because without the people, you ain't got no party.
Amen.
You know,
Amen.
and like I said last Thursday, when when you talk about the big names and all this other kind of stuff, the people that come to your party, those are the heavy hitters. I don't care what nobody say. You know, those are the ones that spend the money. They the heavy hitters. They the want to keep the party going because you're dependent on them to spend some money to gain something monetary. So
Right.
my thing about that is I just want the promoter to listen to the people. I don't want to drag a promoter down in the mud, because it's not about that. It's about listening to the people and keeping his feelings out there without saying who the promoter is, without saying what name, basically what,
Right.
but get your information out, because this show is about you speaking is for the people to speak. I'm not telling nobody what to say. I'm just, some people give me a topic and we'll come up with, and later on it will be some more topics. But that's
Right.
just one of those topics.
But I agree with you, Stretch. I agree with you. A good promoter will listen to his people, and some good promoters will go and do a survey, a
Right,
census. They'll ask
right.
around before they set the plans to see really what's going to draw. Now, I heard you and one of the DJs, I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago, y'all was talking about paying all the DJs the same
That
amount
was
of
last week.
money.
Right.
And I did, yeah, I did comment on that, because it's the DJ that brings the crowd. I was gonna bring you in for San Antonio because I knew that you bring a crowd, you know, and you play good music. I love your
Well,
style of
thank you.
music. You know, everybody have their style. And so, yes, recently the promoter that did the thing in Dallas, the big thing in Dallas, really did his homework without mentioning names, and I'm quite sure everybody know because they went to the event. And I was gonna be right there in luxury, you know. But like I said, that money ain't right. Mm-mm. I'm not doing it, not for stepping.
Okay.
Nope, no more,
Okay.
no more.
Well, well,
So.
we appreciate you stepping in and giving us your take on some things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And man, I'm trying to make this picture larger here on this thing. So yeah, it's gonna get larger. There we go. Yeah, we appreciate you stepping in and talking about it, because Lala Harris says $300 ain't no money to pay a DJ, try 1,000, and that's true. You know,
It ain't no money.
and that's true. You know,
Is that per night? That's per
that
night.
would be well, you know what? That probably would be let's say over the weekend. Let's say, so it's $500 a night. I'm just saying. I'm listening. I'm seeing what she said, and I'm adding it up, because a weekend sometimes your event is for 3 to 4 days, but unlike Step Together, which is 7 days. So
Right.
sometimes you know, it's $1,000 is cool.
Yeah, well, 300, I don't know. But it do depends on the type of setting. And if a person is new or well known, like you said, mentioned earlier, some of these events been around for years. So they keep doing it the same year and it grows and it grows. But a person just starting, like if I had to get given a set, I'm new as far as trying to promote.
Okay.
That's really not my thing, but I wouldn't have been able to do but 300, you know. But that's also with the DJ. If the DJ agrees to do that to help out that promoter or that person that's putting on a stepping event, that's different. That's different.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I think you should give your price, and I think you're underselling yourself. 300 a night, that's not enough. Even if it's 350, it's more than 300.
Well, I put it down. Now, speaking in terms of promoters, some promoters don't have, are not able to afford that. And I understand that.
Right.
I do understand that. I do. You know, so, but you can, the way a promoter can save money, can pay his DJ more if he got to come in out of town. It's like I said, let's give him an option. Get a DJ option. Well, I'll fly you in. You know, I'm gonna pay you this amount, then you get your own room, get your own damn room. Or vice versa, if you can drive in, you know, if you can drive in, I ain't got to fly you in. You drive in, I'm gonna pay you, and you still get your own damn room. I'm gonna give you more money. But if I have to fly you, see the thing about, you see, what promoters ain't understanding is, when it comes down to flying DJs in, listen very carefully. You are paying them DJs that you flying in, getting them a room, and then giving them pay. You paying these folks 3 times. A room is paid. Okay. If you have to fly them in, that's paid.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't consider that.
You take you get a DJ that says you look at a flight. Well, it's gonna be a $600 flight round trip. Well, that's $600 right there that the promoter got to pay.
Right.
Then you got to get him a room. So if he's in a nice hotel and the room is $149, $139 a night, or whatever you got to stay for 3 or 4 days, you add that up, that's another 400, 500, 600 right there. Okay, you done spent $1,200. Then you got to pay him. Let's say you get a little $300 to $250. So you done paid the man about $1,500 altogether.
Right, I got
But they're not consciously the promoters ain't consciously realizing, I done put out all this money, and then they'll put, man, I paid this, man, I paid that. Well, you stupid for paying all that money. And not calling and not having a conversation with the person that you're flying and say, hey, I want you here. What can you do for me? I got something for you.
Right.
But what can you do for me?
Right.
You know, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. So folks some people should know basically what's what and what goes on with these business things. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. Hey, Bruce Powerboy, what's going on? Good morning. How are you? Yeah. So so that's the way that goes. Maxine Harper Brown was happening. Yeah. So as far as being hated on down there, then I mean you expressed it, and I understand it, and of course you did name some names you shouldn't have. You know, you shouldn't have. But
okay. Well, it's not going to stop me from stepping. I still practice, and I'll be going places. You know, I just don't want to go out among people that I know that I'm hated among. I mean, nobody feels comfortable. You know, a lot of people hating on you. You know, why would you go?
Right.
Even for stepping.
Right.
So.
Right. So, you know.
But there are other places to go.
Okay.
So that's not going to be a problem.
That's right. Well, all right then, Miss Sheila Joyce. We appreciate you checking in.
Well, Joyce was my ex name. I was married under Joyce, and I went back to my maiden name, but my page was corrupt, so I had to use the Sheila Joyce page. So just to let you know that I was Joyce for 10 years. So
okay.
but I had to go back to that page. So I'm still a Ely.
All right.
I'm Sheila
I ain't
E.
seen the E. Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you checking in, coming in. I appreciate you coming in with your information about how you felt about different things, because it is for the people, and the people got to speak. All right. All right.
Yes. Okay. Thank
You're very
you.
welcome.
Keep up the
All right.
great
Thank you
work.
very much. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you later. Oh yeah, that was my hey, that was Sheila. So she was talking about being hated on and everything, and this, that, and the other. All I'm gonna say is this right here. If somebody don't like you, and so they don't like you, what? What they gonna do? I mean, I'm just saying. If they don't like you during this well, at any cost, if they don't like you any damn way, so what? You know, you just not need meet these people. They ain't in your family. They don't know you. They don't know your history. And people need to know people's history before you start doing stupid stuff. You need to know that person's pedigree. You need to know where that person come from. They don't know they don't know what your lifestyle been. I'm just saying. People need to know people need to check out your history. What are y'all about? Man, I don't like that dude. I don't like that girl. What they out there? You need to check people's pedigree for the simple reason that you don't know who you're dealing with. You could be dealing with somebody that's been locked up for 10 or 12 years and got out and trying to do a good job. You don't know you dealing with, the old phrase is, I'm just saying, I ain't no killer, but I'm pushing. So you don't know who you're dealing with. So you need to check the folks' pedigree. That's what you need to do. All right. I'm gonna move it on. We're gonna move on. Mercedes, do I give a damn? Mercedes, I'm gonna break you. I gotta get Mercedes in. Let me say this. If you're doing an event out there, and the old folks say, you know who you are, and you stepping on folks' toes and trying to do an event on top of the event on their same day. If somebody's doing something in one state and you want to jump on their day and do it, and jump on their event and do it, and you're wrong. You know you're wrong. I've known several people in this particular game, in this particular dance world, in particular, however you want to call it. People have tried to sabotage them all kind of ways, and some of them have been successful. But the thing about jumping on somebody else's day, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. The first time I saw it was about 10, 15 years ago. I saw some people doing something. Like, why the hell would you jump? Why would you do that to these people? Well, this is going on. I can't stand. Hey, Mercedes, I know you're there. I know Mercedes in there. Am I watching what's going on? I know Mercedes is there. I know somebody mentioned to me that they're doing that stuff in Chicago, so I don't know. Mercedes,
Hey, good morning to you.
What's going on, Dad Gummit? What's happening?
Down at top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning. Hey, I got my coffee. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
I got
right.
my coffee. I got my microphone. I got me something to eat. Shit.
Whatever it takes to get you started. But guess who I got? I
Who you
got
got?
Jesus and the sunlight.
And that's enough. And
that's enough right there.
Girl, that's enough right there. Girl, that's enough. Listen, Mercedes.
I'm
gonna ask you. You being from Chicago, and I know I'm waiting to see if my boy gonna come on today too. So as soon as he click in, we're gonna talk to him.
Don Vic.
So Don Vic.
Yes, sir. That's my buddy there.
So tell me, what do you think? Because it's going around the country. I think it's like COVID, it's a damn disease. Tell me this. What do you think about people knowing that somebody has got something going on? It happened to my man down south in Florida. It happened to my folks. Happened to some folks out. It happened to some folks out in Arizona. It happened to some folks down in well, I can name a lot of places. I'm just going, I'm out here to some people like to Tony Hearns and some more. This happened to some people because if you got an event going on and it's put out on Facebook and you know that the event is going on, and then somebody says, "Well, I'm going to do something on there." What do you think about that? Do you think that's disrespectful?
Yeah, it's very disrespectful, Stretch. But you know what that comes from?
Well, home
A
training.
lack of communication. A lack of
Oh.
communication, and the fact that people sometimes had to piggyback on other folks' shit,
Right,
okay,
right,
to make the money. But that
right.
shouldn't be the case. There is a promoter's calendar out there for all the promoters to know what's going on to prevent this from happening, Stretch.
Right.
So if an individual chooses to do that, yes, it's very disrespectful, and it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen because, again, this is about supporting each other, not stepping on each other. Stretch, come on now. We
So they
can't do
took
that.
so they took the thing that we know called stepping, and they took it and flipped it somewhere else. And not for stepping to us is a dance, not stepping on another. You know what I'm saying? Not stepping on another.
Not
You know.
stepping. Look. I'm gonna tell you something, Stretch. Back in our day, I'm gonna tell you
Right.
something. You better not step on nobody's shoes on the dance floor, walking or nothing. You had a fight on your hand. We
Right.
don't play that. So, absolutely, it ain't about stepping on other folks' toes. It's about stepping on the dance floor and having a great time.
Okay. Yeah. So what I ain't figured it out yet. Now y'all didn't have that problem in Chicago for a long time. Y'all could do
Absolutely
it.
not.
Because when I stayed up there, that was during the week. I'm gonna say this. Now I might be wrong, but there's about 20 damn sets going on during the week. You could go. I mean, I'm just saying you could go different places.
Stretch. That's probably why my damn knees and feet so bad now. Stretch, we would dance from sun up to sundown. We would hop from set to set to set in the same night. And guess
Okay.
what?
What?
We would see the same people from set to set to set. And that comes from the loyalty and the respect, not only of the game, Stretch, but of the people that's out there doing something. You have to maintain that in whatever you do. But see, what happens is them kind of folks that do that kind of stuff is showing what their integrity and who they really are.
Okay.
And you better pay attention.
All right.
Okay?
So Brian Forbes, what's up, Curtis? Curtis in there. Curtis said
Hey, nephew, what's happening?
Brian Curtis said he'll kick that ass again. Brian Forbes said some people don't
you
care.
had to fight because we was wearing gaiters. We wasn't wearing pleather shoes and fake hairs on our feet. We had the real pony hairs and gators and stingrays and ostrich. Wasn't nobody playing no games. I wish you would step on my shoes. Because first of all, that's another thing, Stretch. Let's touch on that.
Okay.
There is what you call stepper etiquette.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too.
Yes, the game has lost stepper etiquette. Okay.
Right.
And if you know the history, that's why I say people gotta learn the history about this dance. It's more than putting a chair, balloon, and a DJ in the room and a flow. Some get concrete, some get wood. Get lucky.
Right.
Okay. So what I'm saying is there's stepper etiquette. So when you on that dance floor,
Yes,
first
ma'am.
of all, we should all be dancing in the same direction. And they get mad when you tell them this. You should
Right.
be dancing in the same direction. It should not look like a circus whirlwind on the dance floor. Okay? We're not on a merry-go-round. You got one going east. You got one going west. That's how you bump into people, because you're all over the place. Another
Okay.
thing, watch your elbows. Quit
Right.
knocking folks out, giving them concussions with the elbows, with the spins and the turns, and that's good. That's good if that's part of your dance. I'm just saying, be conscious of the person next to you, and you wouldn't have to be concerned about it if we all dancing in the same direction.
But listen,
And stay in your square. Just stay
right.
in your square.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. And you completely right, because that's how I learned. But years later, years and years later, I thought about it. I said, I go to this club and I go to this party or this spot. They're gonna need two dance floors. One for the folks who know how to hit, who know how to step, and the other for them wild ass folks over there that's swinging and shit, throwing elbows, knocking folks out, just in a kicking flags and stepping on
Listen,
bugs. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
you know what? At that highest party, we gonna have room for those that want to be on the circus whirlwind, and a room for those that really want to get out and step the right way.
That's it.
Yeah. And then
Hey,
we're going to charge for that room too, right?
Right. We're gonna charge for that room. Yeah, it's
Okay.
$500.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, that's gonna be $500. What I'm saying, Anthony said, what I'm saying is this right here. When I go to a set or an event and I'm dressed and I got my clothes, like the old folks in the church, I got my clothes on today, baby. I can't play with you today. I got my clothes on. When I go and I got my clothes on, I'm coming to chill. Matter of fact, they don't forget about, see, some of them didn't grow up at that time, but they need to learn a history lesson. They need to learn how to come, the guys need to come in dressed. The guys need to know when they dance with a woman. See, they don't even hold a woman purse to dance no more. The women don't hold a man hat and dance. This, that, no, they don't do that.
Stretch.
They don't do that no more. So I'm just saying.
Stretch.
Coco,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Stretch. I'm again, people get upset when you tell them, but oh my G. When now they don't listen. Women are supposed to be elegant.
Right.
Men are supposed to be handsome. Now, the worst thing is a person out there and their shirt is stuck to their body because they done sweat it.
Wait,
Listen.
we talking about the funky stepper now.
Do you hear what I'm saying? Listen. It's a stepper, but check this out. You never supposed to let them see you sweat.
No.
If you dancing that hard, you need to bring an extra shirt to the party. Because don't no woman want to be up against you and you fucking, excuse me, and
you done said it, man.
wet is coming out of a shower. Like
right.
You just got out the shower.
I see some guys at events. They'll have a suit on, be out there just when they get through. Now the shirt, okay, your shirt wet. Really,
go dry off, or change shirts. Do one or the other.
Hold
That's
on.
nasty.
Your whole damn suit jacket, I can see sweat at the back. Yeah, all that shit back in the back wet. You know what?
Stretch.
You know what?
Stretch.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Stretch. It's too much stretch, and some people gonna get offended.
Right.
And I'm guilty of it too. I done got lackadaisical on my game too.
Okay, I got you.
Women, we supposed to have on some heels. Not no combat boots.
Right,
not
no boots.
gym shoes. That helps you spin when you dancing. But it's done got so relaxed. And I'm guilty of it too. So one thing I ain't gonna say, and don't include myself, if I'm guilty, I'm guilty. But ladies is supposed to be elegant,
Right.
smiling, not looking like they getting ready to go to the army.
That's what I'm saying.
And the men are supposed to be looking nice. You ain't got to be suited all the time. But what's wrong with letting us ladies look at you in a nice pair of slacks and a shirt and some
Right.
shoes? You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. We was dressers back then.
And then Mercedes, they done forgot the old, because I always go back to the church. They done forgot the old church that you better take you some peppermint gum or whatever this is, because you know what? I'm talking about everybody, every damn body. Because I dared when a woman was something. I dared one night, her breath smelled so bad, I started to go up there and slap the DJ. Man, stop playing.
Oh, not them Frito breaths.
Man, the
Breath
Frito.
smelling just like Fritos. Look.
Right.
Now, I know that by me being a smoker, that I'm tendency to have stanky ass breath. Okay?
Right. Right. That's
but
true.
I am conscious of that. I try to be.
Right.
I try to keep some Mentos or some Altos or something and show some respect for another person. Don't nobody want to be smelling no Fritos when they talking to you.
Right.
No. No. So yes, you're right. There's some people that can use a little Listerine.
Now some of them need some Listerine on ice when they go to the bar. Hey, give me a Listerine on ice. Give me that. Give me that.
Stretch.
I'm just saying. I mean,
instead of having a cocktail that needs some Listerine on ice.
Some Listerine on ice, please. A double shot. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So that all falls under steppers etiquette. That's what I'm saying. You dress nice. You respect others on the floor. You respect other dancers. And these promoters gotta respect these other promoters, and the DJs do too.
Hey, look, Brian Ford said go to the dentist before you come to the If you're malware, go to the dentist before you come. Go on in there and then come on to the set.
Look, tell him I made my dentist appointment just the other day.
I'm just saying, because you ain't got no business smell like Funyuns.
Well, you know what? I got a suggestion. For the highest party, we gonna have some Listerine suckers.
Listerine suckers. That's right.
And then nobody breath would be stinky. Everybody be fresh. How about that?
And here lately, the party I went to in LA, I guess that was as part of some, I don't know the name of the company. I don't know what the hell, wherever that party was, we all went. Now they had the peppermints on the table.
And nobody used them.
No. It was some people come get them. And I was looking at that, I said, now see, that's when you know. Just you ain't gotta take a peppermint because your breath stink. Take it because it might stink.
Right. You're being
stink.
conscious of other people. You know what I'm saying? I try to be. I really do.
You know what I wish? You know what I wish, Mercedes? I wish they put peppermint and them little bottles, little things of deodorant on it, little things of deodorant that you put under deodorant that you put on it. Take one of them over. You just might be. Take one of them.
You just might get lucky.
Just might get lucky. Take one of them. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's all part of this dance, though, for real. To be serious, it's your maintenance, your upkeep, and don't be having afro ladies up under your arms when you raise them all funky armpits. Now you got to shave. That ain't happening. No. Ladies, if you gonna have an afro under your arms, keep your arms down. Okay? Now, that's not cute. That is
Now that
not
ain't.
cute. Because it holds odor,
Yeah.
and you got them little doo-doo balls from the deodorant trying to cover up that funk.
Oh,
Now, you see
man.
men with hair up under their arms, okay? That's
Yeah.
natural. But these
Right.
women, if y'all don't go buy some razors and cut that shit from up under your arms, because it sends a message. Stretch, it sends a message. If you ain't taking care of your underarms, what else you ain't taking care of? Come on
Oop,
now.
oop.
Real
Well, you
talk.
know. Well, you know. Well, you
Real
know.
talk. And then y'all think y'all cute because your booty's big and the men telling you how cute you is. As soon as you walk away, they said, damn, she was funky. A bunch of funky Brewsters. Come on now. Clean up your acts, ladies. Hygiene.
You tell
Hygiene.
it. You tell it right. You tell it right. You tell it right, man. I got to agree with you on that one. You tell it right, cause
Yeah,
man.
don't nobody want to spin you and they smelling the damn dump truck yard, garbage yard. Don't nobody want. That's not cute. And it sends a bad message to the men for other women. Don't do
Right.
that. Don't do that. Because you may have a big pretty booty, but that booty gotta be stinking too if them underarms is stinking. It's a whole package deal.
Yeah, Lord.
Stop using the sink and get your behind in the tub. Now,
Oh no, I'm about to do a signal to Steppers hygiene with Mercedes.
yeah, yes, that's not cool. And you cannot spray funk away with cologne or perfume. You can't do it.
You can't. You can't. You can't. You
No.
can't.
That the perfume and the cologne say, God damn, I don't want to cover this shit, and run.
Right.
Jump right off your behinds. You can't do
Wow.
that. Can't do that, Stretch. So yeah, that's another thing. And your square is where you dance at.
Yeah.
That's where you dance at. It's
I don't
okay to
know.
move around the floor and stuff, but that means everybody is going in the same direction to allow that to happen.
Right. Hey, Terry Ripson. Right. So I mean,
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Terry. I
Yeah,
can't wait,
yeah,
Terry.
yeah. When she get there, she was. You know, you saw her last night. She was cutting up last night.
Yes,
Hey,
she was. She has a beautiful voice, Stretch.
she
Yes,
had all
she
the
does.
man. Had me ask her if she married after she got a man. Man, come on.
Oh, see there? Didn't I tell you that's last week? Didn't I tell you that's what they be
Yeah,
doing at them sets?
yeah, they
Instead
gonna
of
do it.
trying to dance and have fun, they trying to slip numbers. See what I'm talking
Right.
about?
That's right. That's right. But look at but when it come down to when it come down to dancing, when it come down to getting your dance on,
Mm-hmm.
see, I was raised and taught. See, Grandpa taught me. I was in the basement up there. I didn't stay there, but like 10. Well, I used to go through after as a kid, but 10 years, and he said, "Man, dance right here, right here, this woman, right here in this square. Y'all can do everything right here in the square." I'm trying to figure out is what I'm trying to figure out is what why why people are all over the floor. You got a dance floor, and there's a lot of stuff to this thing. You got a dance floor that'll hold 50 people, right?
Yeah.
But you but can't but 30 people go on the floor, can't but 20 go because you all over here, you all over. I told some guys one time, Mercedes, I said, I'm 6'5". This guy I talked to, he had to be about 300, 300 pounds, about 5'9". But I told him though, Mercedes, I said, listen, you're a big dude. You know what I'm saying? You're a big guy, you got this space. I said, dance. You ain't got to dance big, but be smooth. Keep that woman right there. That way you won't be all. And after I told him that, he one of the coolest little stepper I ever seen. I mean, he get it. He
Cold
get it.
piece. Cold piece. Cold piece. Well,
Whole
let me
piece.
ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
Go on, you can ask me anything.
Have you seen Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah, on TV.
Okay. That's what's happening on that dance floor with all that swinging and swirling and dipping and dapping. You got to have space to do all of that.
Right.
And if a dance floor is crowded, there's not much space to do all that. So that's another thing with this dance. You can't apply everything that you know all the time, every time.
Every time.
There's
That's right.
certain
That's right.
times that you may have the space to showcase the
Right.
twirls and the whirls and, you know, the dips and daps and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if the floor is crowded, there's no room for that. There's
And
no
my
room for
granddad, and my mama said, you can't do 50, 11 dozen turns.
that. Well, you know what?
Or 10 or whatever.
You know
I got
what, Stretch?
uh-huh.
You're absolutely right about that. Coco, I can't answer your call right now. You know, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And we just have to be conscious of other people when you're on the dance floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and a lot of the twirls and the dips and all of that they do, the fancy dance and stuff, I'm not knocking that. But what I'm saying is some of that stuff is contest material.
Right. Okay. I got you.
So
I
they've
got you.
taken a lot of the stuff that they've seen at the World Lodges and, you know, these big prelims and stuff like that, and they
Right.
apply it on the dance floor. That's why when they get to the prelims and the World's Lodges, ain't nobody excited because you done showed them all your moves.
Right.
Some things is to be saved for later.
Well, let me help out Sandra Nixon. Sandra.
Huh?
Sandra Nixon. I'm gonna help Sandra Nixon out right quick. Sandra, if you at the table and a man asks you to dance.
Is that the one that sells the cake and pies?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and a man asks you to dance, if you at the table, let him come get you.
That
Let him
part.
come get you. Let him come get you. Let him come. And see, I said it too many times, Mercedes. If I want to dance with Mercedes and she across the room, and I'm on the other side, and I hear a song that come on I want to dance to, then the thing about it is, and I can't get it, I'm not walking across that floor. That's the first thing.
Right.
I'm gonna get on the dance floor after a minute and a half, but the song is gone. That's some bullshit. If I want to dance with you, I'll just go over there and stand out where you sitting there and just wait. Well, I'm gonna wait on the next song. I'm gonna ask on this one. This is what you do.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
A gentleman is supposed to go up to the lady. Now, I don't know nothing about going up to no man, asking no man how to dance, because, you know, they do man on man, too. I don't know how they handle that. But with a woman, a man should come and ask her, can I have this dance? Or
Right.
would you like to dance? Or whatever. Not do this.
Right. All that.
Not be like, but
Yeah.
see,
I'll just say, yeah. Come on, we gonna get it in,
it's
girl.
just a formal way of dancing. But you know, some people be hiding stuff and don't be wanting to know what, you know, so they don't go up and say nothing.
And all I say is this right here. See, fellas, you gotta ask when it comes to them black queens, you gotta ask these black queens to dance the right way. I said, because when you go to somewhere and you see the white woman doing something, you say, excuse me, ma'am. Birthdays, white woman, you gonna say, excuse me, ma'am. The black woman, you say, come here for a minute. See, that's bullshit.
Well, see, that's what I mean by knowing your worth and your value.
Right.
When you know you're a queen, you're only gonna accept queen material.
That's right.
You're
So
not gonna settle for less. None of that.
Yeah.
When you know your self-worth, and your
Mhm.
value and who you are, you ain't gonna let no man come any kind of way with you. You're
You
not
know,
gonna
you
do it.
know, you know. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna get you to help me create.
What?
You as a mother, they gonna help me create the Steppers motherboard. You.
That part. I'll be like that. I'll be like that nurse and that mother sitting on the front pew, the front bench in the church. I look, count me in. I would love to share some of my values and integrity with those that would like to hear it. Now, I ain't trying to force nothing on nobody because you
No.
be who you are. But
Right.
there's some slacking and lacking going on with these women out here accepting anything with these men. And that's why women like myself never had a chance. Not that I'm looking, because I ain't never saying nothing I was interested in anyway. Not in no personal relationship.
But they like
However,
you. They like your ass, though. I'm gonna tell you right
they
now. But go
don't
ahead.
like me. You stop it. They don't like me. But, you know, there are certain boundaries and standards that you set with yourself as a queen. So
Right.
I got to be careful on who I call queens too. I got to do a little more observing because every woman ain't a queen. Stretch.
Well, yeah. Some queen. There's some women that are queens, and excuse my expression, ladies. There are some women that are queens and some women that are things. So you got to know the difference between the queen and Sheila Watkins. What's up, baby? I love you.
They
Grown
like
ass woman.
doorknobs. They like doorknobs. Everybody know how to turn.
Hey, I didn't say you did. I didn't say that. You did. I didn't say
And then they walk
that.
around and think they gonna get a man that's gonna take them home to mama. No, he ain't.
No.
No,
You
he
ain't mama
not.
worthy, baby. You ain't mama
Because he
worthy.
know your history. And how you
Right,
meet them is how they gonna treat you.
right,
So if
right.
you meet him on the old nasty sneak tip and he know what you doing,
Yep.
see, ladies, what y'all need to understand, if y'all gonna be doing that little sneaky stuff, y'all need to be sure that you know how to do it. So they can't have a board meeting on you and sit down with all the fellas and be talking about how you flip and dip and how you do this and that.
Right,
Come on, my queens.
right.
Come on, y'all.
That's
And
right.
then
That's right.
these guys will stop running around here thinking that they can treat us any kind of way. And because they give us that little she stick, and we all over 50. So I don't see how great the she stick is probably working. And it goes
Right,
past that little she stick.
right, right.
Make
So
these men respect y'all.
that's right. That's
The
right. Dakota
hell,
Thomas
I
was
done got
happening.
excited and emotional because I'm a
Yeah.
queen.
Don't you get too
And I
excited
want
over here.
all my black sisters to be queens
Don't
because
you get
that's
too
what
excited.
they are. They
Don't you get
queens.
too Don't get too excited. You might start sweating.
I am. I'm sweating now. I got to be careful because I got to preserve my little hairdo.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. They
But you're
got,
right though.
and we, believe it or not, and people don't want to accept it and believe it, but we set the standards. Queens set the standards. There's kings, but we set the standards on how a man is to deal with us.
And let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this. And y'all do set the standard. Because I was in California and I told him I was gonna talk about him for a second. Shock James. Shock James.
Oh, baby, hold your thought. Let me just say this right quick. Chuck James ain't Chuck James no more.
That's right.
What's his name? Tell me his
Mr.
name.
James. Mr. James.
Mr. James. Baby, he
Yeah.
was so sharp with his. I heard, I wasn't there, and I saw some pictures, baby. He was sharp with his woman, baby. Happy as a CC in a camp somewhere. A
He was
CC in a
he was
CC camp.
Shock was so
And
sharp.
was a gentleman.
Yeah, he was so sharp I wouldn't even put him in a casket. He wasn't.
So
He
Chuck,
was
Chuck
trying.
done got the wire on how a man's supposed to look and how a
Right.
man's supposed to treat his woman. Cause I got the wire that baby he was escorting to and from the floor.
Let me
Oh,
tell you. Let me tell you what
that's the
happened.
kind of man you're supposed to have. Okay.
Chuck showed up. I was like, who did that come through the door? He showed up. He showed up. Had his queen on his arm. You know what I'm saying?
See.
Uh, Jada Pinkett mama was there. I started to tell her to get her ass up and let Chuck James sit down.
I heard he was a celebrity that night.
Chuck
You
had on
could
them Gucci.
see it.
He had them Gucci shoes on, that nice suit, and
Not the
he had,
Gucci's, not the Gucci. Shut up.
yeah, he had the beard tailored down. You know what I'm
It
saying?
wasn't the boots. It wasn't the boots. It
No,
was
he had
the
no boots.
Gucci.
He had no boots on. He wasn't wearing no boots.
You better
Mr. Chuck,
hush your mouth.
I told
Don't
him that
tell me
night.
what God won't do.
Right. I told
See,
him that
that's
night. I
what
said,
I mean by we as queens set the standard. He got with a woman that requires that he be a man. You're going to
okay,
be a man if you're going to be with this queen.
okay,
And that's
okay.
what it requires. You looking like a man and you treating me like a queen when you out in these streets.
Right.
Thumbs up to you, Chalk, and thumbs up to your queen. Because that's how it's supposed to be done, baby. Yes,
Chuck came
sir.
in. Look, Chuck came in. He came and then he was trying to be slick. He gonna try to sneak in. I looked. I said, okay, I see. I see. He come in. He was cool. You didn't even know, but he was around and he talked to everybody. He got on the dance floor. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something. His dance changed.
Not the dance, too.
Yeah, his dance. Chuck was so smooth that you thought it was some butter on the floor and
Baby,
somebody else had the
bye.
butter.
Not the Crisco cooking oil on the dance floor.
Oh yeah, Chuck was smooth. He was smooth.
Oh, that is so wonderful. I am really, really glad to hear that kind of stuff. Because that shows you that man is happy.
Chuck was so smooth. The bartender wanted to dance. He came still. I mean,
Chuck
that
done
dude
went and
dance.
changed the whole game, huh?
He was playing the whole thing. I'm like, go on, Chuck, do your thing. Do your thing.
Well, thumbs up to Denise Barrow for her event. I hear it was
Yeah,
a really nice event.
it was good. It was good.
And I'm just flabbergasted to hear
Right.
that, see, everybody deserves a chance. People can change. It just
Yeah, you
takes
can
the
change.
right person to
That's
bring it
all.
out of you. Now, there's only one person that can really change you, and you know who that is, the man
At the
upstairs.
at the
But if
map.
you get a hold to the right one that
Uh-huh.
shows shows a man the real values that he has,
Right.
come on now. Don't tell me what he won't do.
Yeah, he will do
But
it.
see, when you slipping through the back door and up under the tables and in the cars and stuff, that's the mentality you gonna get.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You got it. You got it.
That
Sheila
part.
Walker, what's going on? That's my girl, Sheila Walker, there with the grown ass. Well, I like Sheila. Sheila does it. Sheila be cutting up.
Who that?
Sheila Watkins.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she cool. She cool. Poppy's on here, and well, you know your nephew, he cutting up. That boy crazy.
Well, you know what? Y'all go ahead on and do what y'all gonna do, but just make sure that you understand on Haters Corner, it's about facts. It ain't
Right,
about no bull crap, and it's
right.
about developing this here stepping game. So much love to all of y'all.
Ain't nobody said you can go somewhere.
Oh, I thought you
I,
was
I,
putting me off.
I, I'll let you know when I want you to go.
Oh, hey host, I thought you was
Uh,
putting me out, baby.
no,
What's
I
up?
ain't gonna put you out yet because I want to talk. I want to just chit chat one brief moment about one brief moment about how you think that people should get along. how do you think that? No. Let me redo this. How do you think people should act when they move to another person's city? How do you think they
Stay
should
in their
treat?
damn lane
Okay.
until they develop a rapport with where they at, and don't come in here acting like they the hero of the city. That's what they need to do. That's
Okay.
what they need to do. Stay in their lane. And as far as that question about how should people get along, I'm gonna tell you how I get along. I love everybody.
Right.
And again, like I said last week, oh, and there's some I don't like.
Right.
However, I don't put myself in a situation or a predicament with someone that I know I don't particularly care for.
Okay.
So I'm not about the old fake-o, Jaco shit. Skinning and grinning in folks' face, knowing that you don't like them. Okay? Where I
Right.
come from, you don't do that. That's the quickest way to get your head peeled.
Okay.
If you don't like somebody, leave them folks alone. Don't be skinning and grinning in their face like you like them and knowing damn well you don't. That's that old fake shit. I don't do that.
Right.
So that's how I get along with people.
I want to
I
send a
stay
shout
away
out.
from those that I don't particularly care for, and I don't care what you got, what you look like. I deal with your spirit. Because
Right.
your spirit ain't going to lie, and it's going to tell me about you.
I want to send a shout out to my girl Angie Fain over there in Arizona. What's going
Angie
on,
Fain,
Angie?
I love you, boo-boo.
I'm gonna see if I
Angie
can get her
Fain,
on.
I can't wait to see you.
I'm gonna see if I can talk to her in a minute.
Yeah,
I
that's
always
my
make it.
girl.
I always
Angie
make
Fain
it.
know about this dance. She know
I know.
this history.
I always make with Angie about her height, so she'll probably have to get a stool so she can sit up and talk to me on this thing.
I know, and every time I see Angie Fain, this is what she get. Look at me. You looking at me?
I'm looking at you.
I do this.
So
I
silly.
roll my eyes at her, but them eyes is rolling with love. I love Angie Faye. But yeah, that's how you do that. All this old fake stuff, they be in your face and laughing and grinning and no, they don't particularly care for you and all that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And then the first time somebody get hurt or they get checked, then you become the villain. The person that's doing the checking.
Right.
So
Right. There
that's
you're right.
not cool. That's not cool. People just need to stay in their lane. Stretch.
Well, okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can get Angie Payne on the line. I'm gonna let you get a cup of coffee, use the bathroom, brush your teeth. Whatever you do.
I don't know what you talking about, baby. I already took the crust out my eyes and wiped the sweat, wiped the slob from around my mouth because I knew where I was coming. Y'all wasn't gonna catch me again with my hair uncombed, baby. I was ready.
Yeah.
So don't
Hey,
you play.
I
Okay?
caught you last. I caught you last week. Last week, like, hold on,
Yeah,
player.
you caught me last week. Yeah, I had to go put, as Coco said, put my hat on. But that's okay, because I got a many hats to wear, and they all mine. How about that?
That's right. That's right. Okay. Okay. The head of the Steppers motherboard. I'm gonna.
Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, keep these young women in line.
Baby,
Keep them in line.
they don't want to hear what I got to say.
They better hear, because you just survived this long for nothing.
For nothing. And look, if they listen to me, they'll get a real man and quit getting them old faker shakers. Okay?
Right.
How about that? All right. I love you.
Love you too. I'm gonna talk to you later.
I'll see you later on.
All right. Yep. Yeah. See. Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know, because I got. Now you probably not, because I've got some stuff to do. I've got the event is coming up next week, so I got a lot of other stuff
Oh,
to
yeah,
do.
yeah. You got to get ready for that. Hey, everybody on the line, get ready, get ready. We going to
So
the motherland, stepping out of Africa right here in Vegas. I know there's rumors out there talking about Vegas don't know how to get out, but if you really want to see something, y'all better come on down February 17th through the 20th with BBWN and Stretch, DJ Stretch and Paradise. And we got a couple ones, so y'all got a couple more coming in, right?
yeah, we got a couple more DJ. We got FMP, and we got E, and we got DJ Tony, and we got Brian Forbes.
Yes.
Yeah, DJ
yes.
B. He
So
from
we
Chicago.
on the map. We got them all. We got all we need. Y'all got
Right.
all you need. Let me get that straight, because I don't want people to get the mistake thinking that I'm giving the event. I'm not giving the event.
But
I'm
you
just
part
the
of
MC of the event. I'm
That's it.
part of BBWN event. But y'all come on down, because I'm telling you, we going to the motherland. We ain't playing.
We've been have a ball.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Oh
We're
yeah.
gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. All right. I was gonna ask you another question. I'm gonna get this out the way.
What?
Cause
Don't start your mess. Do not start your mess, Stretch.
I'm just asking questions. just I want some clarity from the people. So listen, I'm gonna say that anytime you put something on Facebook, it's an open forum.
Yes.
So whatever you do on Facebook and you post it, it's an open forum. That gives people room to ask a question.
Yes.
Okay. So I've been knowing it forever. Me and I already talked about it. We all talked about it. So if you put something out there, people can respond to it. Regardless of how you feel, they can respond to it.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
You're doing we doing just what we supposed to do. Because there are a lot of people out there that do want to express themselves and they don't.
Right.
And this is an open format for whether we agree upon what's going on or not. It's an open forum for everybody to call in or type in and view their opinions. And it's going to be okay, because all of this is done with love. We ain't the haters.
No,
we the congratulators.
We just got the haters corner.
Yeah, we just got the hater corners because there's a lot of hating going on.
If you had went on my page, I pinned a post to my page that said the haters corner got two dogs fighting. One dog is in the front, the other one is in the back. Somebody said, "Why you put the two dogs up there?" I said, "You see that dog in the front?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "He mad." See that dog in the back? I said, "Yeah, because he on his ass." So I'm just saying, man, because he on his ass.
Don't start. Let me tell you something. It's so sad. How you get, let me ask you something. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you can.
Let me ask you something. How did you get 50, 60, 70 years old and live that long and have so much hatred in your heart? How do you do that? When you're younger, you make mistakes because you don't know better. But you're supposed to, as you get older, you're supposed to grow and learn from your mistakes and become a better person. So how do we have so many old, evil, hating people? What is really going on?
It's because I think it's because sometimes the way people were raised, and sometimes it's just that they ain't got no God in them. It's their spirit.
Now you talking.
It's their spirit. They got that spirit. Well, why did they say this to me? I don't know. I'm do something. All that right there. See, you could ask somebody a simple question, and they'll get mad.
And they get offended.
And you be like, "I just asked you a question," and they'll get mad. And they said, I never understand that. So what I do is I just look at them and say, "You know what? You stupid." Because you grown, first of all. Secondly, a question is just a person can ask me anything. I ain't gonna get mad about. Oh yeah, well let me answer. If I want to answer, I say, Well, I'll talk to you about that later. Well, I answer it now. Well, I don't have the answer. You know, if I don't want to answer, I just don't say. I won't say nothing if I ain't gonna answer. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Right.
You know, I don't have to fuss and argue with a person because it's not necessary for all that. That's my thing. Is that's a showing a sign of immaturity.
Yeah, well,
So
you know what it tells me? It tells me that they don't have God first, because God is love. And
right,
if you have him, you don't know nothing but to love. Okay?
right.
And stop all that old craziness. That's number one. And
Right.
number two, they need to stop being prideful fools. That's
Now
what
that's
you
the other
call
thing.
a prideful fool.
That's it.
And the
That's it.
word says that a prideful person is foolish.
It's foolish. That's
And
what it
you
says.
separate thyself from
From
them.
right. That's why Mercedes. Sometimes you don't see me dealing with most folks.
And me neither. It ain't just because they hate on me. It's because I'm wise enough to not mess with your monkey ass. How about that?
Right.
I don't need to walk into the devil's pit. Because once I know who you are, I don't give you a chance to bite me. And if you bite me the first time, I bet you don't get a second chance. Come on now.
I know that.
That's
I know
how
that's right.
I roll. So it ain't always because they hating on me, nobody is around. No, it's because my circle is very small.
That's
And I
right.
love it that way. Because
Well,
everybody that classify themselves a friend ain't your friend.
that's right. That's right.
Okay,
Well,
I only deal with friends in my
right.
circle, in my
That's right.
close circle. I have a
That's
lot
right.
of associates, but I don't deal with friends in my circle.
See, Mercedes, I know you deal with friends with deodorant. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I what?
You deal with friends with deodorant.
And know how to use a razor. Big razors is only 99. Well, maybe they might have went up now. They might be $1.49. And 10 minutes of your time, and you ain't even got to get no shaving cream. Use the bar of soap that's on your sink. Because I know you ain't using no soap gels because you ain't washing your damn underarms. So take that bar of soap and rub it up
Uh-huh.
under them arms where all
Uh-huh.
that hair is. First, you got to start out with the scissors. Because, see, the
Right.
razor, all that hair get caught up in the razor because it's too long. So
Right.
you start off with a pair of scissors and you cut it down as low as you can get it. And then you
Right.
get that $1.49 Bic and
Right.
shave up under them gorilla arms. And after you get them gorilla arms shaved, then you put your deodorant on. And then when you come out, when a nigga turn you, they don't smell of Funky Brewster.
Okay, so let me say this. Well, I got one more for the but for the Stebbins motherboard, I'm gonna ask you this question right here. I'm gonna say that now this is what I've seen, and I've seen some gentlemen. I'll talk to them about that, but I'm gonna ask you about this. I've seen ladies come to the set, and what I don't understand is how is your whole from the neck down to your ankles is the same color, but your feet is white.
Cause they been kicking bags of flour for the living. That's why they work for the flour factory.
What the
They
hell
work
going
for
on?
Pillsbury Flour Company.
What
Kicking
the
them
hell?
bag of flowers into the warehouse. Let me tell you something. That's all that crust. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you
Uh-huh.
something now. You only develop crust on your feet like that when them feet ain't touching the tub. You washing up in the sink. Because if you put water on your feet, they ain't going to be dry and crusty like that. So that when you see them crusty feet, you
Right.
better beware.
Because
That means they ain't stepping in no water. They only wishing and washing. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Please. And men too. Men too, not just women.
Yeah,
Please,
man.
y'all. If you know you got a 5-bag pound of flour on your damn feet, please put on some socks if you're going to wear an open toe. I'd rather look at your country ass with some socks and sandals on than to look at them crusty ass feet. Okay? Just do me that favor. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That is not cute. You got on a bad pair of sandals and them feet is looking like it ain't touched no water all year long. No.
She said,
and no, you cannot not wash your feet and put no lotion on them and think the lotion is going to hold the crust on your feet. You can't do that. No. You have to soak them and get them in water. And if you're taking a shower every day stretch, they ain't going to crust up like that. They are wash them up Joes, and they not touching the bathtub. Step in the bathtub with them crusty feet, and they can tap dance. Feet too crusty. You don't do that. No. No. And I understand that in between pedicures, you know, you might get a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But until you get your muck ass to the pedicure, to the salon, put some socks on, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm tired of my eyeballs hurting, looking at them old crusty ass feet. I'm tired of it. Just do me a favor. I know I don't matter in your life, but if you come outside, you part of society, and I have a right to voice my opinion on whether I want to look at some crusty ass feet or not. Now,
I just thought I'd ask that question.
what did I answer your question?
Hell yes. That's my question. Hey, Rich Jackson said he's rolling. You holding on the floor.
Look, I'm telling you. I'm tell you something. I had a story that my ex-husband told me, right?
Okay.
And women, that's another thing. While you out here thinking you cheating with other people's man and husbands, they going back and telling their man and husbands what y'all saying and doing, okay?
Right.
My husband came back and told, my ex-husband came back and told me, he said, babe, he said, we was on the road trip, and whoever this female was riding in the car with them. So they had to drop her off, and they had to use the bathroom. My husband at the time came back and told me, he said, ooh, baby, I'm so glad that you're so clean. He said, because we as men would not even use the damn bathroom because the bathroom was just nasty. These women be out here perpetrating like they all cute and fancy, go to their house, and oh my goodness. The package deal is you keep your ass clean, you keep your houses clean, and you keep your cars clean. That's another thing, riding around like that. Hey, Stretch, you got to be careful.
Let me tell you what happened to me one time.
What?
I ain't gonna tell you what city I was in, but I ain't gonna tell you who the girl was. But I was on the floor, right, and I was stepping with her, and she messed around. I guess got the feeling too good or whatever. I gave her a right turn. She farted. That fart went all the way around.
Huh?
I gave her a right turn. She farted. That farted must have went all the way around to the crowd. He come back around. She said, "Straight, don't tell nobody." I said, "Hell, I ain't gonna tell nobody. I ain't gonna damn with you no more. This fart done went every
No,
goddamn."
she didn't. No, she
Yes, she
didn't lay
did.
the
Yes,
circle fart on you. That's what you call a circle fart.
Paul went all the way around. And I was, damn. What the
A
hell going on?
circle fart you can't even get away from. You
Hey,
just got to stand there and catch that shit.
you know what? The rest, our dad was about weird. The rest of that night, I ain't get nobody no right turn. They just there right there.
By
You
the
gonna tell
fact,
me?
by the
Yeah,
fact,
no.
you done erased the right turn out your mouth.
You know, don't even go. I ain't turning nobody tonight. Damn that shit. Hell
Not the
no.
circle fart. Oh, you know what? I feel sorry.
I'm like, what the
I'm
hell?
so sorry. Stretch, I'm so sorry you experienced that. So
I'm
there's a
sorry.
good thing that we wearing masks now, huh?
Sure is. Sure is.
Yeah, the mask, I think the mask save us from more than one thing
That's right.
besides the
Right.
COVID. It
Yeah.
saves us from them funky Brewsters
Yeah,
and them circle farts.
should
So,
have been wearing the mask 10 years ago. Just no, that's how you ain't farting on me while I'm dancing with your ass. No.
Stretch, I hear Governor Sisolak was supposed to be having a announcement today about dropping them masks. We need to send them a fucking memo and tell them, if you stop the mask, I'll come kill your ass.
Hell no.
That mask saves us, man.
It's been,
That
yeah, it's been
mask saves us.
saving from the fart, the stinky breath. That man been saving the hell out of
Yeah, the circle fart, the
the
stanky
circle
breath,
fart.
and the
Uh-huh.
funky Brewsters with the gorilla hair up under their arms. I ain't talking about the men, I'm talking about the ladies.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
be real long. They can French braid it. They can French braid it. Be real long. Huh?
I said that don't make no damn sense as long as you can French braid. How you gonna?
No, that's ridiculous. But my booty big.
Hell
It
no.
don't have to be fresh. Long as you can see it and it look good. Now you take me home and I drop down, your ass gonna die.
Girl, I gotta let you go, girl. You crazy. I got to let Mercedes.
Man, you better be careful who you be going home with. It may look good, but it don't always smell good. So y'all
Right.
better be careful.
2 afros in a headlock. That's some
Huh?
bullshit. Somebody said 2 afros in a headlock.
Oh, not the 2 afros in the head. Tell them dreads.
Man, they crazy. Hey, they drill. Like, you know what, y'all? You know what? I ain't got. You know what? I'm gonna have to let you go.
Okay. Okay, my brother.
I call you after this thing go out, girl. Cause you know what?
All righty. You know what? I'm really making jokes out of this, but this is real talk, though, Stretch, for real. I ain't lying on nobody. This is stuff that I experienced, and it made my eyeballs bleed, and it took my breath. And I'm just saying, everybody, when you gonna come out and be next to people dancing, make sure your hygiene is together. And I'm gonna end with that. I love you. Peace. Deuce out. And I'll see you later on tonight.
Hey, y'all, that was Mercedes. I forgot to tell Mercedes I was dancing with a woman and her wig turned sideways. I forgot to tell her about that.
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
I thought you were going.
hey, no, wait. Not the wig turned sideways. Well, that means it was too big. It was too big. Ladies, get a wig that fit too. The wig was too big.
Hey, Mercedes, I'm gonna tell you, devil, let you go. She started out. She had the wig right because she had the hair hanging on over her right eye, right?
Yeah.
And then I turned my back. Right? I called myself, I'm gonna turn, I'm gonna come back and get it. This motherfucker hanging over the left eye. I said, look, you know what?
That's what you call. That's what you call a flip side piece.
Hell no.
That's what you call
Yeah.
a flip side piece. I'm gonna be different for you, nigga. You gonna turn me from the front, and when I come back, I'm gonna have something new for you.
Hell no. Oh
Bye.
man.
I got to go.
All
Goodbye.
right, baby. I'll talk to you later. Hey, y'all know Mercedes, this is the haters corner up. Girl, I'm gonna let you later. I will talk to you later. Bye,
Okay.
Mercedes.
Bye
All right.
bye. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh man. Hey, y'all, that was Mercedes. Happy day, man. You know what? Hey, Sandy. It's the haters corner. Curtis. You know what it is. You know. You know what? I don't know what to say. Let me see. I got somebody. I don't know if she'll come on or not. Let me see. No, she ain't gonna come on. I'm just saying, man. It's just too much. Too much. It's too much. It's with this stepping thing. Yeah. I guess we have to have a ladies a motherboard, stepping motherboard. You know, for you ladies to get you guys. You know, just something. You know, how to get you. Not that you don't know how to dress, but damn, how to get you situated back in the day. You know, how they used to dress. The ladies used to be tight back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Just my thing is if you're gonna do this dance, then let's do it right. Let's take it back to the elegant, the nice way, the elegant way it's supposed to go, and all this other kind of stuff. Hey, guess what, y'all? Guess who's hanging out with me? Let me see. I don't know if he can see me or not. Let me fix that. Let me fix this here. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Fix your thing, man.
Can you see me, Brian?
I can't see you, man. All I see is a thing say join it. I don't need to look at you.
Okay. I got Brad Bulls. I think mine has stopped up at the top. I don't know what the hell happening. But yeah.
What's going on, man? Y'all trying to start something today.
Now we went into the we just want to go in. We went into the
Yeah, we
we
went
just
in that thing there. Yeah, that thing.
we
Uh-huh.
just trying to get folks to, just come on, just
I feel you.
you know
I feel you. Well,
yeah
you know what it is, man. Look, we just getting everything ready, man. Getting ready for next week, man, because we're gonna kick it real hard when we get there in Vegas, man. We're gonna do the thing. And
okay yep
we're gonna hang out and make it do what it do. I'm looking forward to it. Uh, get a chance to. We're gonna get some real good interviews, and we're gonna chop it up and have a great time. Real interesting show today, Stretch.
well thank you very much. I wanted to cover quite a few topics about just different stuff happening with different people
Yeah.
and they going to somebody's city and thinking you can take over and being
Oh
disrespectful
man,
to the
bruh.
folks
Trust
that
me,
already live
we
there.
got a whole lot of that going on, man. These folks, they just think they gonna, I actually think people be moving around the country to different places because they honestly believe that certain markets, you know, somehow are just gonna be open and available. Stepping has saturated America. Let's keep it 100. People all over the country are stepping now. There's not a major city where there's not something going on. And and the thing is, if you're gonna call yourself going into a place and making a mark on the community, become a part of the community first. Don't come in trying to strong arm and divide people and call yourself going do all these different things and you won't even know the lay of the land. I've seen that happen too. You know,
Right,
and it, and,
right,
and
right.
it's sad because what's even sadder is that you have so many community is in disarray already, and then you get somebody pop in, and all of a sudden they want to become an upstart and make things even worse. And then the next thing out somebody's mouth, the minute you know things start changing, everybody want to you say something, you become the villain. That's the funny thing about it, because it's just like what Mercedes said earlier. When y'all was talking about the whole respect aspect of the steppers community, one of the problems is that for a lot of years, a whole lot of folks ain't been checked.
Right.
See, Sheila Walker, look, these folks they go around doing and saying all kind of things that back in the day would have got your mop. You know what I'm saying? You'd have got mopped for that. And these people, they so used to being disrespectful and not having somebody, say something to them. Then the minute you check them, like she said, you become the villain all of a sudden. Now you the problem. See, but the real problem is too much disrespect been going on for too long unchecked. And I'm gonna tell you just like this, and anybody who know me know, I will never give a fuck. You can get mad all you want. You can say whatever you want about me. I don't give a damn. I've been called everything but a child of God. And I promise you, it ain't gonna be no skin off my back. But what you ain't gonna do is call yourself coming in here causing problems and putting my name in your mouth. Please believe it's gonna be repercussions and consequences for that. And it's a shame that it had to come to that, because people don't understand the etiquette of common sense, let alone the etiquette of stepping. The old school ways, the way we did things. Knowing how to stay in your lane, not just proverbially, but in reality.
Right. I got you.
We living in a real weird time, man, a real different time. And as long as I'm around, you might not like me, but you better respect me, because I promise you, the disrespect come with consequences.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
over all that other shit.
Well, yeah. We got talking about I like to key on stuff like hygiene and all that good stuff. Like, how they used to go to the set, how they the respect, the etiquette on the dance floor as well as off the dance floor.
It used to be just like what my man said earlier. It was certain sets you wasn't getting in wearing no jeans. Thanks, bro. You wasn't even getting in the building, let alone thinking you're gonna do something. You wasn't ready to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You had to come correct. And we gotta, we at a time now where don't nobody care about none of that no more, man. People just it's straight, come as you are, do as you please, say what you want, behave the way you want. And it's eroding. This is what I like to refer to as microaggressions. It's eroding the community and the efforts that people make in the community to keep things in their proper perspective and to help grow the community. Because if we constantly dividing and going through all these different changes with one another, that's a distraction from what it is that we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Yeah, well, I don't see it. Cameras, what you got? No. You ain't got the right one. You ain't got the right.
He at work.
Huh?
He at work, y'all. He's supposed to be working.
Them ain't the right ones.
So
You got mirrorless? You got anything mirrorless? Yeah. See, I told you.
He's supposed to be working.
I got you, man. Look, these people, man. Anyway, yeah, and so what happens is, man. Hey, man, I am working. You understand me? So what happens is, man, the things that are supposed to be taking place in terms of our growth in the community are being disturbed because we got people that are on so much other nonsense and worrying about all the wrong things. And it's a shame. Here's the thing. I don't knock no new promoters. I just don't, because everybody had to start somewhere. Everybody had to begin their journey as a promoter, as a DJ. Hell, Stretch, you know about my journey as a DJ. You there.
Yep.
You was one of the main people to help me with that. You did. I didn't just pop up.
Right.
The thing with me is I know something about the music, so you helped me get the rest of what I needed in order. Bet. But I had to start somewhere. So with these promoters, I don't knock a promoter for starting somewhere. But I had a promoter call me the other day, right after we finished the show with Sam Chapman. And he said to me, He asked me, he said, I'm a new promoter. He said, but I've been running into problems in the city that I'm in because, you know, people tend to, give me problems about certain things. And it's like they don't want more people doing this and that kind of thing. And you know what I told him? I said, look, man, because see, one thing that I'm clear about, and that is that everybody got to start somewhere. But I told him, I said, if you want to do that and be good at what you do, the first thing you have to do is get the people on your side. You know,
Right.
everybody is not going to like you. That's just something we have to face as a fact of life in general, period. Whether we stepping or just walking across the street, everybody ain't going to like you. So
Right.
the trick is when you're doing something, and this is to anybody in this game, any promoter, any instructor, anybody that's doing anything is stepping. Become a person that people trust. Even if they don't like you, as long as they can say that you never lied to them, that you never
Right.
sold them a bill of bullshit, you never played no games with them, you gave it to them straight with no chaser. They may not like you, but they'll respect you for being an honest, straightforward, straight up person about your business. You
That's
do
true.
that right there, every set that you give, people will come to, they will deal with you. They ain't got to be buddy with you. This ain't no kumbaya moment. This is about you putting on a professional, a well coordinated event that people could come to, enjoy themselves, and fellowship with the rest of the people in the community. That's it. The rest of that, I don't care nothing about none of that other stuff. I don't care if you don't like me. I'm cool with that. I'm an introvert.
Right.
I'm cool
Right.
with being at the crib by myself. Believe that. I'm cool with people not calling me to check on me and see how I'm doing. I'm cool with that. I don't expect much from human beings anyway. That's just me. So at the end of the day, because I love this dance and this culture and this community and this history so much, I'm going to continue to do the things that I do to try and make it as enjoyable and as educational and as important to everybody else as it is to me. So while I'm doing that, that is my pleasure. So while I'm doing that, I'm not going to sit back and watch other people bastardize what we have worked so hard for and done for so long. And when you think about the members of the Steppers community that have passed on, who did great things or who didn't do such great things, they still made this community what it was. And every time we get come up short in doing what we're supposed to do, especially the people in the community that's kind of leading the way, the people like yourself that's putting on these shows, the people that's putting on these events, the people that are doing all other things, you got to do it right, or else you're giving all them people a black eye. Why do that? You're giving yourself a black eye. Why be a person that every time you do something, everything you do is in question? If you that shady, don't be, I'm over the shady stuff. I'm over the liars. I'm over the posers. I'm over the social climbers and all of this other thing. And it ain't nothing wrong with socializing, but don't be a social climber. Don't be calling yourself, don't be trying to use people to try and make yourself look like you somebody that you ain't. I see so
Okay.
much of that, man, it's ridiculous. Just show up and have a good time. Because people gonna like you for who you are. You ain't gotta be somebody else. We got old fake ass dudes around here talking about they from Chicago. You ain't. And it's just like, why do that? If you're a good dude,
Right.
people gonna love you no matter where you from. They gonna embrace you no matter where you from. It don't matter where you from. You ain't gotta
Right.
be from. And just for the record, everybody from Chicago ain't no damn stepper. So just cause you say that, tell that lie, it don't make you no bigger or no badder or no better. So stop it. I'm gonna quit ranting, man. I know I be going in sometimes.
Yeah. I had to let you get it out. Then I said, okay, all right, right. No,
I know.
no,
I'm
big no
passionate.
problem.
I'm passionate about my shit. You dig? And the thing is, man, I want what I want people that are not as familiar with the steppers world to understand, to be careful about where you get your information from. Do the people
Right.
who are telling you these things have any integrity? Ask somebody. Don't go down the wrong path. Don't get led down. Don't get hoodwinked. Don't get bamboozled. Don't get led astray or run amok. Get that information out of people that's qualified to give it to you. Not just any old Joe Blow that like to lie, because there's so many of them around, it ain't even funny. I swear, I think it's something in the water in Texas. There's so many liars down here, it's unreal. Matter of fact, I've lived in a lot of cities. And as a matter of fact, I used to think, well, no, Memphis is still the #1 hater capital of the world. But I think San Antonio is #1 liars capital of the world. There's so many lying fake people down here, it's unreal. And let me and shouts out to Sheila Ely, because the funny part is she 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 said so many things to me when I first met her here in San Antonio. And I promise you, everything she said has been true to date. She
Okay.
ain't told not one lie. That, one thing about her, she say people hate on her. They might hate on her, because a lot of people do. And they use other reasons to say they hate on her. Well, they ain't gonna say they hate on her. But one thing they can't call Sheila is a liar. You cannot
Okay.
call her a liar. You know, and so I give her that. But then she did say she from St. Louis, so you know how that go. But anyway, uh, you know, I want people that are new to this community to not get duped, to not spend thousands of dollars trying to learn this dance because they done gave it all to the wrong people. I don't want
Right.
people spending their money going to events where they getting basically took. And that's relative too, because, you know, I'm like this. If you tell me your event, you ain't gonna do nothing but have a dance floor, it ain't no water, and they serving popcorn, and I agree to go, cool, long as you've been honest about what you're giving me for my money. But if you're not giving me what you said you're giving me for my money, now we got a problem, and I don't care how small it is. That makes you unscrupulous, and it makes you deceitful. And I don't like deceitful people in this community. And it's unfortunate that we have as many as we do.
So let me ask you this. What do you think? What do you think it would take? Not just the community that you're in there, but as a populace, you know, overall, what do you think it would take for people to say, hey, let's just have a good time and not trying to mess over each other, this and that? What do you think that it would take to stop all that? You know, what do you?
Humankind would have to change the way they operate. I mean, you literally, the thing about something like that is that it ain't even about this dance. That sort of thing is not about this dance. That sort of thing is about human nature. And you have people who behave and have behaved since infancy in particular ways. They cannot help themselves. And you know they talk about the little green-eyed monster and good angel and the bad angel and that kind of thing on your show. Well, the fact is, those things are going to always be present, no matter who you are, where you are. And some people don't deal with their demons as well as others. And so in this community, it would take a level of unity unseen in the black community probably since the Montgomery bus boycott. So I'm saying most people are not going to, because you're gonna always have that one. Everybody will fall in line and be doing what they need to do to make the community what it should be. And there'll always be that one person. How can I beat the system? How can I be the one that stands out? How can I be the dude that makes this money off of everybody else that's standing in line? It's always going to be one of them or two of them or enough of them to disrupt the entire organization of what's going on. Hell, we just had something like that happen here in San Antonio. We had a good thing going on. And then all of a sudden, disrupt us. Because everybody want to be on top or whatever it is in their mind that they think means being on top. That is one of the issues. You got people who literally, without the steppers community, would not have a life at all. They would be a nobody. This gives some people an opportunity to feel like they're important. And so they take it to the next level. They take it to extreme sometimes. So I'm saying all that to say, to your question, I don't believe that it's actually possible. Because there's going to always be upstarts. There's going to always be people who pop into your city, like what y'all was talking about earlier, that think they're going to reinvent the wheel. They think they can just walk through the door, and I'm so-and-so, and I'm here to save stepping in this city. No, that's not how this works.
No, it don't work that way.
There's way more to it. Because the cities that are not established aren't looking at you anyway, and the ones that are ain't looking at you either. You got to get to know the lay of the land. You got to get to know the people. You got to get to understand what the people in that particular city are accustomed to, because I don't care what city you go to, all of them are different. That's why as a
Right.
DJ, you can't just go to any city and play just any damn thing you feel like playing. They're not gonna dance to certain songs in certain cities. It's just like I give you a prime example right here in San Antonio, and it just chaps my ass. I stopped playing Essence, Wiz Kid. You know why? They think it's
Mm.
a line dance down here. I hate that shit. I
Okay.
don't play it no more. I'm just saying that in another city, people gonna get up and step to it. That's just an example, just to show you an illustration of how different things are from city to city. Of course, I know you know that. I'm saying that for the benefit of the audience, but it's the same way when you call yourself going into a city trying to do things that you don't know nothing about.
Right. So
You got to know what people are doing.
and I asked that question because I was letting somebody know. When I came out here to Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't come out for a whole year.
Yeah.
I
Hell,
didn't do nothing.
man, we was living in San Antonio like 3, maybe 4 years before we started getting involved out here. And then really we wasn't even involved. We was just trying to have somewhere to go dance. And
Yeah,
then I
because
had some little nudging from some people from the crib, from, around here in
yeah,
Texas, asking us to kind of, take a little more of a interest in it. And we did. And it kind of snowballed. And, all I've ever tried to do was help people in this dance and in this community. I ain't never took a dime from nobody here for nothing we've ever done. All the parties we done gave, we done fed everybody there and the whole nine. And fortunately, I'm gonna show you now. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna just show you how cool the people here when they see you doing something good, how they work. We would give a set, and I literally would have people come to me and be like, "Man, I know this costs a lot of money, man. Here goes something, man. Put this in your pocket." And they'll throw a few dollars at us, man, just to put something on the books, to help us out. I ain't took nobody's money. We had a whole club set out for months for a Thursday night just so everybody could come there. We paid for that out of our pocket, me and my wife, just so people would have somewhere to come and dance every Thursday night and kick it. I ain't take no money from nobody. Wasn't no cover at the door. Buy some drinks at the bar so the man to keep letting, you know what I'm saying, won't be giving us too much headache. I mean, shit, when you do all those type of things and then you still get people that think all of a sudden they're going to just show up and we going to do this different and we going to do this, we going to do that. Let me tell you something. You're going to have to spend a whole lot of money around here to even think you're going to make a dent in what's happening in this city. And that goes for anywhere you live and in any city you in. Bottom line is, find out what's happening before you start calling yourself making these changes and doing all this type of stuff.
well, I think it's better. I think people need to follow the rule. I mean, the rule was set thousands of years ago. When you in Rome, do as Romans do. You don't have to. You don't have to do. You do as they do. You don't have to do what they do. So that means that whatever you go to city and you step in, get to know the people. Be humble. You know what I'm saying?
And let me show you something though. When we first came here, the first set we ever went through, we go in, it wasn't no big set. Do you realize the people who was given the set didn't even speak to us? We went to 2 or 3 sets that the same person gave, didn't speak to us for probably a year or more. Coming
Okay.
into now how you a promoter, a person giving a set, and you don't even acknowledge the people that you got in the room, and you know they ain't people you ever seen before.
Right.
See, but this is what I'm talking about. So after you see enough of that, you've been around the game a little while in the city, you see stuff like that, you start trying to make changes. You start trying to do things that benefit everybody and not
Right.
just the cliques, you know? So it is what it is, man.
Nah, I just had to ask you that question.
You can't it's a very hard thing to mess with human nature, man. You just about can't do it. People are gonna be
Right.
people. That right there is that's an automatic fact. It's not something that you're going to change or circumvent. People are gonna be who they are, and in the end, how they say the cream gonna rise to the top. That's
Yeah, the
that's
cream.
what ends up happening. And those people who have all those that are so divisive and do all the things that they do, here's my method. I'm gonna make you spend a lot of money if you think you're gonna come and disrupt a solid community. That's the way I see it here. Now, I'm committed to that. Now, other people, I'm gonna see just how dedicated you really are. That's me. See,
Right.
I know how to get rid. I know how to make the cream rise to the top. Trust me, I know what to
Hey,
do for you. I'm gonna
hey,
make
you
you
know,
spend some money.
Lamont Watts said Lamont Watts said he gonna start stepping in Zamunda.
Hey, shit. Hey, it worked. Shit, make it. Hey.
Make it
I
work.
say, say, let's go to work.
Let's go to
You ain't
work.
no
Make
way.
it work. Let's make it
Hey,
work. But I'm just
Look, Poppy just said on the thread, those folks need therapy. Mean girls had bad childhoods. Yep, I agree. That's
yeah.
my whole point of what I just said. You got people that have been
Hey,
living their whole life. They have all kind of childhood issues. You got people who got the men who got their ass kicked as children, who had to fight their whole life because they was marks to begin with, and they still out here
right.
got something to prove. You got women who was mean girls. You got women who got kicked to the curb. You got all kind of people with childhood issues, and they move forward in this steppers community, and those behaviors they just come out. You start to see the residue, the results of their upbringing, and it's unfortunate and it's often very sad. But you know, a lot of folks need therapy. Shit, I know I do. I ain't gonna lie. Hell, I
So
need
so
me some.
you say they need we need a step-in therapist?
Now that part right there, yes, we need a.
Okay.
Hey, I know in this steppers community, there's some therapists running around. We need a couple of them. we
Because we
need.
already got a motherboard.
Yeah, well, we look. Well, the motherboard need to find us a stepping therapist and put them on put them on the list so everybody know who to call. Ooh, that'd be ugly.
That'd
I
be
don't think
ugly.
there's enough of them. I don't think there's enough of them therapists in the community. We had to go outside the community for some therapy because
Right, right.
because I mean think about it, it's some delusional, deranged individuals in this community too. You got people whose abilities, uh, whose egos far exceed their ability. You got people who have this relentless need to prove something. You got people who just, they want to compete with people they don't even, and the people don't even know they're competing with them. You got
Right.
all kind of stuff going on, man, out here, and that's some psychological shit. That's in these people's heads. You know, they they
I'm
they
just saying.
they got issues,
I'm just,
man.
all I know is
What is this
I
dance?
can uh
This dance itself is supposed to be therapy, but the
therapy. That's
crazy
what it's called.
part is people create so much turmoil within the damn dance, you can't get away from the crazy shit that's going on to enjoy it.
Yeah,
Well,
because
if you're just a regular dancer, yeah, then you can do that. But if you're a person that's trying to make a difference in the community, or you promoting, teaching, instructing, DJing, any of that, you're gonna have to deal with the BS.
yep, yep. And most of that stuff is jealousy, but we ain't gonna worry about that. We're gonna get
Oh, I know,
past that.
I know it.
Go
And the
get
funny
go get
part is, the people that's jealous don't realize that the people they jealous of ain't thinking about their ass.
show
You
line.
know, the rule goes: winners focus on winning.
Right,
Losers focus on winners. See,
right. That's the
that's
way you go.
people that
That's
set in their own bar. They're not interested in what you think about them. They're not interested in how you feel about them and the fact that you chasing after them. They not. They don't give a damn. Only you care about what they doing. They just doing. You want to do something, do you, and
And you
make
know what?
yourself. Hmm?
You know what? I want to give a shout out to the this is not against nobody or whatever, but have the way I'm gonna make it sound. But I want to give out to a shout out to the Edge fans, the
Yes,
Ira
sir.
Israels,
Yes,
the
sir.
Ira Israels, the Walter Lanes, um, of course, Antonita and her crew, and
Yep.
different other ones. Because Tony Hearns had it happen too. I'm giving the reason why I'm giving a shout out to these people and the ones that I like them because they have been stable and people have been trying to step on their event days and do stuff out of order.
Yeah.
Completely out of order, but they stay within they stayed in the pocket. They kept it. I'm giving a shout out to them
Guess
because
what?
they need
And guess what? If they stay in their lane doing what they doing, they will have the longevity. They will
right
be
them
here
the
when
them
everybody
the
else is
winners.
gone.
Right, them the winners. So I have to give a shout
The
out to them.
winners, absolutely. It's like right now. I mean, like we got people doing the same thing down here now. Everything was cool here for several years. All of a sudden, like I said, disruptors. Next thing you know, everybody got something to prove. Everybody after the crown that don't exist. More
But you
power to
know
them.
what? But you know what, Brian? The problem, the problem as I see it, I'm gonna put it this way, and you, I'm pretty sure you'll agree. I told you this one, but we discussed it. If it's somebody, I don't care if it's one or two people in the city, they can make a difference and bring the whole city together. Why not let them do their damn job? Let them
because
bring the city together.
exactly what I said earlier. That's not gonna happen, bro. You got people that need attention so bad, like my daughter calling them pick-me's. They want to be seen and heard so bad that they literally do things just to get attention. They don't care if it's negative. They don't care if it's positive. As long as they're getting some attention. It's the most ridiculous thing. I mean, but some people just they can't function unless somebody is paying them some attention. They gotta be. They just see me, see me, see me. How did old saying go? Well, normally I use this saying. It has to do with men, but in this case, we're gonna use it for steppers. You got kind of steppers that say something because it needs to be said. Then you got those that say something just because they want to say something. They speak because they want to say something, not because they have something to say. It's the same thing with the way these people with this attention is. You got people who literally and this ain't for everybody to go around taking pictures with everybody, because we do have people who just love taking pictures with people. But there are people who literally go around taking pictures with people and rubbing elbows, trying to pretend like they friends with these people, like they've been, oh, that's my girl, that's my so-and-so. No, it's not. Stop it. This is the kind of nonsense on that climbing thing. Next thing you know, they want to tell you, it's just like Sam Chapman was on my show Tuesday evening. And he just sat there and said how he had people rolling up talking about, yeah, Sam, tell so-and-so, tell him I'm a legend. Sam like, hey, yeah, he a legend. If he say he a legend, that's what he is.
Right.
It's like Sam ain't got nothing to prove and he ain't got nothing to prove for you. At the end of the day, this is the way people behave. They can't help themselves. They want other people to acknowledge them. They want to be recognized as something in the steppers world. You got people that they want to be the first to do this. They want to be the first to do that.
But you can't be the first when it's already done. It's done already.
Listen, man, when Michael Jordan set out to play basketball, he just played basketball. Right. He set a whole bunch of records. Yeah, he was the first to do a bunch of things. But that wasn't his goal. His goal was to play ball. See, if people in this community behave the same way, by the nature of love, they would be the first to do a whole bunch of things. They would be the one that set this particular standard or did this or did that. Because it's not a focus. It's just part of the love that you do, that you share in your participation in this community. But see, some people just don't understand that concept neither. I mean, that's I'm getting too deep. I'm gonna make their head.
Don't get make their head explode.
You got some folks' heads gonna explode if they try to process the shit I'm saying, because they know.
Right.
See, the whole lot of these people ain't got no mirror in their house. All you gotta do is face it sometime, look in it, and ask yourself, "Am I that person, or who am I really?"
That's what Michael Jackson said.
Man, some of these people damn near killed themselves with this COVID, because they couldn't get out here and be seen and heard by the rest of the world. Hell, I cut inside stepping off for the damn whole time, because I was like, okay, I ain't got nothing to talk about right now. Ain't nothing happening in the community. I don't even want to talk about it. I left it alone for what, almost a year and a half almost. Yeah. All I did was my other show, The Black Factor. I left inside stepping completely alone. But you got people out here, man, that without stepping, they don't have a life. They don't have nothing else going on. They don't have nothing else to talk about. They don't have nothing else to prove. And don't get it twisted. It ain't nothing wrong with having that much love for this dance. It's really not. The problem comes in when it starts to encroach on other people's sensibilities, and you start to make yourself a nuisance in the community.
Right.
And dividing people and causing problems and raising 9 kinds of hell. Doing a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff. But of course, it's necessary to them. It's just not to the rest of us.
That's true. I just like to see folks get along. That's just me. I just like to see
folks get along, especially in this dance. But people just, Being able to dance, it's the same thing in business. Like I say all the time, just because you're a good dancer, it does not translate into being a good instructor. It does not translate into being a good promoter. It doesn't translate into being a good DJ. It doesn't translate into any of that. You have to be
Right.
singularly good at each one of those things in order to maintain what it is. People think that they can just automatically switch and change things. People sometimes look at me, my own wife calls me a freak of nature because of all of the things that I do. But I understand the difference between, and I know when it's something I don't know how to do, first thing you're going to hear from me is, I don't know that. And I've gotten to the point where, hell, if it's something that's going to take up too much of my time to learn, I'm going to pay somebody else at this point. I ain't going to lie. But, you know, one of the things about human beings is that we see other people doing something, and because of their love for it and their skill and ability, they make the shit look easy. They make it look like, man, this is a breeze. And for some people it is, whatever it is. But for some other people who don't belong in that lane and it ain't their thing, you're gonna look like you're struggling. You're gonna look like you busting your neck every time you try to do something, because that ain't what you're supposed to be doing. You just saw somebody else and thought you could get over right quick. That's not how this works.
Yeah, you basically saying stay in your lane and do what you do, and make the best of what you do, make it the best.
And then on top of that, you got people who think that people just pop up one day and start doing stuff. If you don't know the backstory and you don't know this person's history of the things that they have done in their life, be careful.
Right.
I mean, especially at these ages. Hell, I'm 56. I have done a whole bunch of stuff in my life. I don't know that there's any one person out there that knows my whole resume, except probably my wife. The bottom line is this: I'm highly talented at a whole bunch of stuff. But the deal is, I might pop up one day and start doing something, and somebody be like, where he come from? How he just gonna start? See, you don't know nothing about me. You don't know what I did in the past. You don't know how much I know about it. See? Like a lot of people don't know. I've been into IT since IT was a thing. People don't know I fooled with computers, did it for years. See?
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of things that went on in my life prior to a person that has met me in recent years. I don't talk about all that stuff, and a lot of shit I don't talk about because I don't want people saying, well, I need a favor. I don't know nothing about it. Then I don't know nothing about nothing.
Right.
But I mean, you know, but because a person makes something look easy, other people automatically assume they can do it. They think they can just jump up. Well, he did a party. Shit, I should be able to do one too. Yeah, you should.
No.
But can you?
But can you? That's the thing. So I always try to tell people because like I said, when I came to Vegas, when I moved here, it took a year. Then I was out and I talked to a couple of people, and I, just this and another. So I didn't do no DJ until a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Since I've been out here. So I was like, okay, well, I'm talking about stepping. So I didn't do that. I said, okay, I'll do a little because I was asked, I'm gonna say Tony asked me to go. Man, we're doing Thursday. When you gonna be able to make it? I said, I don't know. I was going through. I said, I'll come on. So I came one Thursday and everything, DJ'd a little bit, and then slacked off and because I'm trying to. Even though I know the guys that live here, that DJ and everything, I would never come in and try to take over. That ain't my spirit.
That's proper etiquette. You operating from common courtesy. A lot of people don't have it no more. They like bulls in a china shop.
Yeah, so that's what I was telling her, because I said, man, you just stretch it. I said, man, y'all go ahead and play. My thing is, you know more about me just as well as I do. If we had step again or something, if I'm in charge and I got to play something, I let the guy go. Whoever's up there, man, go ahead and play. I ain't got to play. You go ahead and do it. That's right. I got something else I need to do. But you got folks that come into the city that are moved to a city and come in like they strong. Well, I'm the this. You can't tell me nothing. So, but see, what the problem is that you don't know who I know. You don't know. You might want to try to you might want, as a DJ or something, you might want to try to get on the national scale. I might can put you on the, because I'm hooked up. I might get you on the national scale. All you got to do is just be fucking cool, but you can't be cool because you want to be run them up. But you know,
Now
I don't get it.
that what you just said is absolutely 100% correct because here's the funny thing. There are people, because I wasn't one of these what they call heavy hitters and my face ain't all over the place and all that. You know, you had a
Right,
lot of people who really didn't know, and some still don't, how well connected I really am in the Steppers community and how far I go back with so many of these people. A
right,
lot of this thing new. I ran with these people, but man, look, and it just trips me out. Like how people just assume certain things. Again, you'll never know my whole resume, and no matter how much I show somebody, I show you what they can say I showed them what they know, but they'll never be able to say I showed them everything I know. You only gonna get so much out of me. Now I give you everything if I think you're worth it, but I ain't ran across a whole bunch of them that needed anything because most folks that's like that understand that is getting their own and taking care of their own business. They don't need me. So
well, I'm gonna ask you this question. See, so I have to ask I haven't asked a person about this. I have to ask a question.
my
So I have
phone
to ask
finna
you.
go ahead.
Okay, here's a quick question right here. You've been doing shows, I've been doing shows or whatever. So whatever information you put out there on Facebook, you people gonna comment on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So therefore, so you
Fair
wouldn't
game.
get mad.
Anything you put on social media is fair game. Period.
So so here's the thing right here. I asked the person about a party they was doing. I asked them, so why would you do a party on somebody's day? And they said no. They sent me a message, and I asked them on Facebook. They told me, said, well, the funny thing about it is, I don't understand why a grown man asks another grown man about a grown man business. Says, you know where I'm gonna be on Thursday, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, hold on, player, you put it on Facebook.
Well, you know, let me just put it like this.
You put it out there. Everybody gonna comment.
Sometimes you just leave people where they at.
Yeah, I got
Sometimes
you.
the best response is just no response.
Right, right.
Sometimes you gotta let ignorance die where it is. Uh, and I'm just saying, this conversation or whatever other conversation that you have with that person or the next person or whatever it is, it's just some things don't dignify a response. Let me put it to you this way: if a man approached me on the street and pull a water gun on me and tell me, give me all your money, you know me, Stretch.
I
I'm
already
standing
know.
at the bar, so it's like, do I laugh at this dude and give him a pass or do I blow his brains out?
Right,
I'm probably gonna laugh at him and give him a pass. You know why? Because I know he knows not what he does, and I'm gonna leave him go.
right.
You gotta handle people the same way out here in this world. Leave them where you found them and keep it moving. Put a smile on
Yeah,
your face and ride. Ain't no need to respond. Hey man, you got cats out here that want to cut up and talk crazy and talk slick and all that.